Okay, we're at the portion of the night. We're going to start giving out some Neepawa Titans Players Awards. So if I could bring up the coaching staff, Kenny and Zach, and I don't see Landon here, so we'll bring up Kenny and Zach for right now.
All right, thanks everyone for attending here tonight. I'm just going to run through a few awards here. 3 awards we're going to hand out here. First award is given to a player that, as a staff we think has improved the most. So obviously the most improved player award that we're going to hand out. This year, this guy has been with us for 2 years now. Last year, really, bit his time. Was not in the lineup a lot, but worked real hard in practice. Had a real good off season, and it's really paid dividends for him this season so far. I'd like to call up number 4, Ewan Poirier. Our next award is given to a player that kind of just goes about his business, isn't very low maintenance guy, doesn't look for recognition, works his butt off in the community, works hard on the ice in practice. Your unsung hero is what we call him. And this year, we had probably 23 guys that could be all the unsung heroes. They work hard in the community. Not afraid to give their time to volunteer throughout Neepawa, but this year we give it to number 2, John Blake. Award here for this segment is our top Manitoban. We are an organization and a club that prides itself on having as many Manitobans as we can, and as many from the West Man, Southwest area, Yellowhead region. So we had a lot of guys that contended for this award, but this year we've given it to Bradley Wood. So as many of you know, in junior hockey, there's one thing that you really need in order to have a junior team. And here at Neepawa, we're very fortunate to have as many as we do, and that's billets. So back in, So back in 2005, a billet was approached about taking a player, and 1 turned into 3, 3 turned into 6, and over the years from 2005 to 2021, this person had over 80 players live at her house. So it's not easy, I know, being a billet. It's not easy being the billet coordinator, which this person did for 15, 17, 19 years. You know, where your kids leave home, you hope as parents that the billet coordinator and the billets will look after your kids for you. So this person is tasked with finding proper homes, which I think has been amazing here in Neepawa. In my time that I've come back, dealing with her was tremendous. You know, you gotta give players love, care at their billets. Sometimes they need to talk to you as a billet coordinator. They don't feel comfortable talking to, you know, maybe the coach or the assistant coaches or whatever about issues that happen away from the rink. So I think that tonight, with her time that she's spent with the organization, both on the board and as a billet coordinator, I'd like to call up Mary Ellen Clark. One of our former captains, to come up with us tonight. I know in his time here, forged a good relationship with Mary Ellen, and to this day, him now having gone off to play college hockey, they still remain close and communicate, you know, on a regular basis, which again, speaks to the type of person that she is and the care and the love that she gave the players and gives the players still. Even though she doesn't build this year, you still see her at all the games and everyone knows who she is. So, Mary, this is very well deserving. On behalf of the Neepawa Titans and all of Neepawa, thank you.
Thank you very much. As any of you know, the organizations I have belonged to, I don't do it for the glory. I give 110% for whatever I do. And it's been a pleasure doing the work that I did with the Titans. And probably part of this award should go to my son, because he knew, I guess, as a brand new widow, that once I ever took some kids across the threshold, they would be there to stay. Because when he approached me about it, it was like, why would I bill it? I'm not doing that. So we had 3 kids that were here from out of province, and we hadn't had kids from out of province, and they were going to go home the next day because they were in the Vivian Hotel, 3 young lads. So I went to bed that night, and living in a century home, I had all these bedrooms, and it was like, maybe I'm being selfish. So David said, well, why don't you try it for a week, and if it doesn't work, that's it. Well, here we are. I took not just one, but I took all 3 that first day. And as Kenny said, over 80 kids later. So for any of you out there who have never billeted, never been approached, come forward. It's a very special thing to do. And it's our pleasure to look after your kids when they come into our community and make them welcome. We get them as young boys at 18, and we send them home young men 4 years later. So it's our privilege to take care of your kids, and we love every one of them. And we have tremendous billets. And I feel really good at handing the realm over to Tara and also to Tammy, because they're in really good hands. So thank you, ladies, for fulfilling my shoes and keeping the program so alive and coming up with new ideas. And it's been a pleasure to host over 80 kids in my home. So thank you.
That's going to lead us into our next presentation here. As I mentioned earlier tonight, there's a big victory by the Neepawa Tigers high school hockey team, and they've had a tremendous season. I'd like to invite up their leadership group, Captain Ward Brister, Jory Kobaki, Ryland Sumner, and Tarek LaPointe.
So we have just a little speech here for our coach there, Troy Brister. So coaching is more than coordinating league schedules, managing schedule changes, and organizing game officials and parents. It is more than carting around jerseys, pucks, and extra equipment everywhere you go. It is more than taking phone calls, answering emails from parents, tutoring kids, and holding team meetings during lunch breaks at work. It is more than scheduling time with your family and spouse around games and practice. It is more than volunteering countless hours of your free time for the benefits of the kids you coach.
It is more than spending time learning what motivates each player and how to coach in a way that brings out their best. It's more than a winning season. It is so, so much more. We need having a great coach more than we need wins. We need a coach who puts their athletes above their need to win. We need a coach that teaches kids that their life is more than winning. It is teaching them to be strong leaders and to give back to their community. Someone we can rely on when going gets tough, and we need a shoulder to lean on. Coach Troy Brister does just that.
Coach Troy Brister has been involved in minor hockey in Neepawa for over 15 years. Coaching his kids, Claire, Miles, and Ward, he brought home 2 provincial gold medals, 2 provincial silver medals, and 1 provincial bronze medal while coaching with the Neepawa minor hockey. Coach Brister was instrumental in bringing high school hockey to Neepawa. The Neepawa Tigers started back in 1998. He has led the Tigers for a total of 9 years. Over the last few years, he has coached alongside Mike Adams and more recently Chris Sitko and Chris Kobaki. The time and effort all these coaches put into the team is amazing. Coach Troy Brister has also coached golf and badminton at NACI.
Coach Brister has been there for all of us over the course of the last couple of years. Many of us could have gone on to play hockey for other region teams, but we decided to stay and play with the Tigers for the coaching as well as for the friendship. He's been unwavering support during personal struggles as well. We have lots of family and friends over the course of the past few years. He's always been most supportive coach that we can only speak to. Besides being a great coach, he's also teaching us how to be great community members ever since the team began. Community fundraising has been an important part of the Tigers team.
Coach Brister started raising funds for cancer care in Neepawa 4 seasons ago. Since 2019, the Tigers team has raised more than $10,000, and that includes the year of COVID when the season was canceled. This year alone, we have raised more than $7,000 for various charities in the Neepawa area. We raised more than $5,400 for cancer, $1,000 for Miles for mental health, as well as $658 along with hundreds of pounds of food for local food banks. The Tigers were supported along the way with the help from the NACI Hope Group as well. Coach Brister has taught all of us that there is more to being part of the school and community than just wearing a Neepawa Tigers jersey.
Coach Brister, thank you for being an excellent coach, teacher, and mentor. On behalf of the Neepawa Tigers hockey team, we ask that you would celebrate us in awarding him with the 2023 Neepawa Sportsperson of the Year.
completely blindsided by this. Yeah, I thank you very much. I really don't honestly know what to say. I just got over doing the gritty an hour ago. So.
Show us the gritty then.
Oh, no. Yeah, I'm lost for words, obviously. I love being part of the Tigers hockey program since 1998. It's something that has been a pride from the coaching standpoint, from what we've done at our school, and more lately just the ability for our program to give back to the community with the money that we've raised. And the young men that we have go through our program start with us in grade 10 and leave with us in grade 12. We're extremely proud of what we as coaches have been able to do and the young men that leave our program. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Congratulations, Troy. You play an important part in our community. Let's continue on with the team awards here tonight. So I'm going to call back up the coaching staff, head coach Ken Pearson, assistant coach Zach Hicks, and Landon Cameron.
And Troy, on behalf of the Neepawa Titans and our staff, and Mike and Chris, congratulations tonight, and a much deserved award for you, for sure. Now, we've got a few awards here left to hand out. So we're going to hand out our Top Defenseman Award. You know, it's always tough. We started out the year with there were 12 different defensemen in September, and through injury and whatnot, went through quite a few bodies. But you know, over the course of the year, this guy just seemed to stand out, you know, game after game, month after month, and that's number 4, Ewan Poirier. Next, we have our hardest worker, and you know, I think that's something that we, as a coaching staff and as a community and fans, it's not so much maybe about you know, maybe the wins and losses, but as fans, you want to come to a game after working, you know, 8 to 5, 7 to 4, and all you want to see is a kid that puts forth, or a team that puts forth an effort. And I think for the most part, you can say that this group has done that. We're a blue-collar team, not a lot of superstars, just guys that grind out every single night and have to work for a win. So many options and choices for this award, but for the Neepawa Titans hardest worker, assistant captain Josh Romanek. Our next award is the Lionel Crowther Memorial Award, and it's Lionel is a original owner of the hockey club, passed away a number of years ago. I was fortunate to play with his son and with the team in '89 when he brought the team here, and actually worked for him at Provo Science for a number of years, so I know Lionel and the family very well. He was always a guy that, again, community involvement in Neepawa and the surrounding areas. And, guys that spent time and took the time to help out in minor hockey was very important to Lionel. This group here, again, Breakfast Club, minor hockey, you name it, they go out and volunteer their time. This guy's been with us for the whole season, but his dedication to the team, I think, has really came through the last, 2 weeks. The season was cut short, unfortunately. Connor Thompson. Next award we have here is your coach's choice. Generally, the coach's choice is, a player that, as obviously as coaches, you want to be a good leader for the team on the ice, but probably more importantly off the ice, plays a key role in, the right time to, hey coach, do we have the green light tonight after a win, or after a loss, knows when to make sure the guys go home, knows when to get the guys together when things aren't going the right way, and heck, even this year we found out that he knows how to cook. I'd like to call out Captain Cody Glinson. The next award is the Gary Ridley Memorial Award for the Volunteer of the Year. We've got tremendous volunteers in our community, not just with the hockey, with the curling that was just here. The volunteers was outstanding. For the Titans, we're blessed with many people that put in countless hours. Sometimes they don't know how they do it, but they do it and get it done. And two people that joined our staff this year, I think are very deserving of this award. I'd like to call up Tara McCarty and Tammy Newton.
I'm very fast, very fast. Spin cycle. You're lucky we love you guys.
Next we have the Rookie of the Year. And this guy leads the whole league in game-winning goals. Leads the league in most goals by a rookie in all the MJHL. His 8 game-winning goals, they said, leads the entire league as a rookie and as a veteran player. And for some strange reason, wasn't even nominated as a finalist for the MGHL Rookie of the Year. But Hayden Stocks, you are our Rookie of the Year. And our final award tonight, so we have 13 awards, 10 of them will be handed out tonight. The 3 that won't will be the 3 stars, our leading scorer, and fans' choice. The 3 that we'll award those at our final home game, the regular season against Selkirk. So our MVP of the season leads our team, 34 games played, 18 goals, 30 assists, 48 points in 34 games. Bradley Wood.
Okay, congratulations everyone. I've been part of this team in one way or another since 2016, and I gotta say this is without a doubt the most entertaining team we've got to watch in the last few years. So give yourselves a hand, players. Everyone on the team, it's been just great watching you guys play this year.